Okay, just a moment, please. I have to open the course for you. Um, so, um, yeah. Okay, another one is coming. Yeah, I hope you feel good, you feel well. I didn't hear the best news from Peking. As far as I heard, that there is again a problem with the coronavirus, and therefore the government had to close some parts of the city. So as far as I can see, corona is really really dangerous. Yeah, so it's easy to get it, and please take care. Yeah, so here in Germany we have similar problems, and so we in Germany the Gesundheitsamt here, I don't know what the name is in English. It's a part of the government which is responsible for health questions, and we have similar problems that we found people with the coronavirus, and now there has to be a quarantine for these people. But I hope you feel good and you feel you don't have a problem with the virus and not with quarantine and something like that. It's really disgusting. Yeah. Yeah, I would like to start with a question. I think you remember that we talked about the homework and the presentation in digital media, and yeah, it's my problem. I didn't find my writings for that. So I would like to ask which company you choose for your homework. Yeah, you remember here. This is showed that to you, but I didn't store it here in this the data. So Chen Su, what was your comment? Okay. What you should know in history, yeah. So I hope it's right. No, it's not correct. I think so. That's correct. Xiao Chen, what was your company? What did you choose? You can write it in the chat. It's no problem. ZTE, yes, 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 I remember. Okay, thanks very much. Yeah, thank you. I wanted to ask you what you were faster than I was. I hope it's correct. McDonald's. Okay. Did you start with that? Are there any questions, or is it clear for you? So I want to propose, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Yeah. So and it's it can be on Tuesday or on Friday. It's no problem. So if there's something open for you, you can ask me. Yeah. Yes. When is the presentation? I think. I think we will have it in the beginning of the next month, so in the beginning of July. So I would say it would the best to make it would be the 7th of July. Yeah. Yeah, and what we can do is because we have time. We also have 2 courses, and so we can choose a bit. Yeah. So I would propose the 7th for that, and also the 14th. Yeah. So could say that 2 of you can choose the 7th, and the others they choose the 14th. Yeah, and so it's a bit easier for me too. Yeah, because I think it will take its time, and for me, I have to be concentrated on all what you present. So I think it's easier to do that. But I will have a look, yeah, and I write it to you. We'll write it to you when we can do that. And we also we'll have that with the other course. So I will prepare something for you, what you should prepare in that case. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and the homework, as far as I know, the deadline is in the mid of August. Yeah, it's I think it's the 17th of August. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much. This time I will save it, and I will load it up then in complete to Ilias in the portal of Fresenius, and I will also send it to you. Oh, Xia Chen, she was out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so thanks a lot. And so I will close this. Yeah, so and so we can start. Richard, what's with you? You had a picture, I remember. Yeah, there was a singer in the front, but now there's nothing. What's going on? Yeah. You don't like him anymore, or what's the matter? You don't like the music anymore? Did you change? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, yeah. This is the only answer you have. Yeah. You have two accounts. Yeah. For sure. Okay. Yeah. So let's start then with our course. So what we did last week, we talked about the different the competition laws, free speech, labor law, and all these things. Yeah, I think you remember that. And so I think the biggest problem we have here in Germany is the copyrights. Yeah, so the what we have here are yeah, we have copyrights and we have patents, yeah, on products and on names, yeah. And if a company has a patent on something, yeah, and that gives him the permit to use this name, and for the others, it's yeah, the other can't use this name, yeah. And if they do that, they have to pay for that, and sometimes it can be very expensive, yeah. The problem here is that it is said that you could do advertising with the name of another company, yeah, or of another product. And this is causing the problems, and yeah, and the internet, it's all, yeah, open, yeah. You can use many things, yeah? And sometimes people don't know how to handle that, and then this could cause problems. Yeah, I have a friend, and he has a company, and yeah, has chosen a name that was patented by another company. Yeah, and then he had to pay a few thousand euros only for that. Yeah, so it can be very expensive if you don't know. If you don't know that, yeah. So if you know that, you shouldn't do it. But if somebody didn't make a research on that, yeah, So we have lists where we can have a look at. But if you don't do that and you choose a name without research, without searching for it, then it could be very expensive. Yeah. Yeah, so I would like to start with the part. Yes, and we will speak about viral marketing in digital media. And I think you know that when you get notes from other people or you get advertising, then sometimes it's really nonsense what you get from them. Yeah. And so here we have an example. Yeah? Share this blog article if you think that breathing is absolutely super. Yeah, that means nothing. Yeah, so it could be that there is a company behind it that tries to make a study, yeah, for and to look is looking for some customers, yeah, and they look how to influence you, yeah, and they want they want your addresses, your email address, and all information about you, and if you would give them a like, yeah, or a laughing emoji or whatever, yeah, then it could be that this company is able to have a look at your data, at your privacy data, and then yeah. They say, okay, there could be a good customer for us, yeah, and then they will send you advertisings, yeah. So this is something that is more found in emails, yeah. We speak about spam emails. When you have a look at it, about 90% of all emails in the world are spam. Yeah? Only 10% are official. And this makes it a problem. And moreover, you can use special email programs. Yeah, you send an email to somebody. Yeah, normally, okay, it's up to him, to the other person to answer you. But these email programs, these professional email programs, they can show you, has this email been opened by somebody? Yeah. If it is like this, you can be sure, okay, this email is a real email and it exists. Yeah, it's an existing email address, and so it's not a fake email. Yeah, and you can send then informations to this person. So it's good to take care what you open, yeah, what emails you open, and moreover, the other person can see how long this email has been opened. Yeah, what time did you need to read this email? And did you use a link, yeah, to go on a landing page? Yeah, this all can be tracked. Yeah, and if you open it a second time, they see it again. Yeah, and so emails or email addresses are sold to other companies. Yeah, it's against the privacy law here in Germany, but other countries, they do it. Yeah, so they sell email addresses, valid email addresses, and it could be that there are people and they pay €2 for one email address. Yeah, it can be really, really a good deal for them. Yeah, yeah. But here in Germany, it's not allowed. Yeah, you can't send advertising to people who didn't say, okay, you can. Yeah, you can send something to me. You have to give your acceptance to that. Yeah. Yeah. When we talk about virus marketing, we talk about viruses here. So viral marketing. It's yeah, it's a kind of propaganda. Yeah. So you have the intention to influence somebody. Yeah, and you use special channels, communication channels, to speak to these people. Yeah, you can use newspaper, you can use a big print at the bus station. You can use a catalog, you can use TV, radio, you can use the internet, you can use an app. Yeah? All these things can be used, and all of these are is a special channel. Yeah? And you have to decide which channel you want to choose. Yeah, it depends on the target group, and so you have to know who is your target group, and then you can see, okay, these are younger people, and the younger people, they mostly use the internet. That's good. It's not so expensive. I then use the internet to reach these people with my marketing. Yeah? Yeah, viral marketing is a form of marketing that uses social networks and media to gain attention with an unusual message of a brand, product, or campaign. We will see some examples later. What are the characteristics of viral marketing? It uses different methods to publish messages. There are 4 examples. Postcards, yeah, so it's the classic way. Yeah, you can use film clips. You can write down simple articles in a forum or in a blog. Yeah, this is all can be seen as a viral marketing method. The prepared methods for the internet are named as virals. The success is with the measuring of a minimum of financial input disproportionately high. Yeah, because it's easy to track the informations in the internet. Yeah, you get all information. Yeah. So if you write a postcard to somebody, you can't say that this person will read your postcard. I know it from the house of my father. Yeah, so he died 2 years ago, but he was living in a house with about 16, 20 parties, different parties, and they they downstairs at the entrance. There has been how do you say that? There have been letterboxes, yeah, or mailboxes, yeah. It's a different name. If you speak British, you say letterbox. If you speak American, you would say mailbox. But I think you know what I mean, yeah. So you find that at the entrance, yeah. You have to go into the house, and then you find many letterboxes, and then you could you put your marketing and your postcards or your posters and catalogs. You put it in, yeah. On few letterboxes, you will find the information. Please don't put in any advertising. Yeah, if you do that, it could be expensive for you. Yeah, so you should respect that. Yeah. Yeah, but what I wanted to explain is near the letterbox was how do you say? There was a trash, yeah, waste paper, whatever, yeah. So a trash. And so I know my father when he went to the letterbox, he opened it and he put took out the advertising, and he didn't read it. Yeah, it put it directly into the trash, and that's all. That was it. Yeah, so he wasn't interested in that. And what I want to explain with that is you can't track that. Yeah, you don't know if this person has really received and has read this this kind of marketing. Yeah, and that's the big difference you have in the internet. Yeah, because you can target, you can track all what the person is doing. Yeah, every click is can be stored, can be registered. And you know, okay, you have the IP address of this person. Possibly you get the name to this IP address. Yes, if you make if you ask somebody with a big address register, you make a match, yeah, and then you see, oh yeah, okay, this is these are these persons, and they are interested here in my product, yeah. And yeah, that's a possibility to get more information of this person. You are more transparent, yeah, for if you would use traditional marketing like postcards, yeah, or classic catalog. Yeah, it's completely different. If you look at a film clip on television, yeah, you can't be tracked too, because there's only a downlink. Downlink means that there is the sender as a sender that will send you all the data that you can look a film in television, but the system isn't prepared for a response. Yeah, the same is with satellites. It's only a downlink. Yeah, you speak from downlink. Yeah, you should register or you should save this word for you. And there's an uplink. Yeah. but in these cases, I explained there's only a downlink. Yeah, so they can send you information, the other people, but it's up to you what you do. Yeah, nobody can check it. Yeah, but in the internet, that's the big difference. Yeah, you get the information. Was this person interested? Yes or no? To measure the success of a viral marketing campaign, there exist all the technical possibilities like a special monitoring software. Yeah. So this was what I explained to you. If you have a special email program, there is a monitoring software with it. Yeah, it's included, and you can then check it out. Yeah. So how does it work? When you send an email, you will send a little program too, yeah? And this little program is returning the information to you, yeah? It makes it easy, yeah? Nobody can see that. You can see it, but no other person can see it, yeah? And this would be something that you use for email. The same possibility you have is for your apps or for your website. Yeah, there can be a monitoring software behind. Yeah, you know which IP address or which person is on your website and is looking for something. Yeah, and if you click on something, if you click on a product, the supplier can see, oh, okay, this person is interested in these products. Yeah, and this is a monitoring software, yeah, that you can use. Yeah, and how long did you stay on this website? When did you change to another? Did you see other products? Yeah, and these are information that can be very interesting for the supplier. And if you didn't decide to buy anything, he then knows your IP address. And so if you are on internet and there's somebody who's offering advertisings, then it could be that you will see your product again. Yeah, it will be shown. If you have seen some shoes, yeah, so you liked, and yeah, you will, these will be offered once again. Yeah. So when I use AliExpress, for example, yeah, and I look at something. And later I will then have a look at a news service in the internet. It could be that AliExpress will make an advertising, and then I will see these things. These are the items I've seen before at AliExpress. Yeah, so you are completely tracked in the internet. Yeah, and so it's important when you use when you use browsers, yeah, in the internet, that when you close this browser, you can give this browser the information to clear all messages about you, on all information about you. So if you open it again, it's all gone. Yeah, you ask somebody, you're something new. Yeah, you're a new person, and but you have to look at the preferences of this browser, and then you can choose what privacy you want to have. Yeah? So here in Germany, for example, if you send your CV to a company, they look at you. Yeah, they look at you. Do you have a social media account? Yeah, do you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram? Yeah, and they want to have a look at you. But what you can do is to close to close your account for people who are not linked with you. Yeah, so they can't see what's inside. Yeah, and so this can be important. Yeah, and yeah, then we have LinkedIn or Xing. Yeah, so those are business portals. Yeah, so what you can do is you put your CV there. Then that's okay. Then yeah, then this is something for that can be checked out by companies, um, and because these are official informations, it's available for all. Yeah. Okay, so to measure the success of a viral marketing campaign, there exist also technical possibilities like a special monitoring software, which is able to track links, to track the spreading of videos via codes, and to track URL parameters, etc. Yeah, that's the way it works. Yeah. So I see that we have only 2 minutes to go. So I would like to make our little pause. We have so we have here 1:15. So your time should be 7:15. We will see us at 7:20. Yeah, you have 5 minutes to make a coffee or to drink something, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so we see us. Hello. Mhm. Yeah, so, yeah, no, the others are coming. So. Yeah, yeah. Still waiting for the others. Okay. Yeah, I think let's start. Yeah. So what I have for you is a little video. Yeah. So I hope it will work. I will send also the link to you. So if you want to see it later, it's I think more easy. It's from YouTube. Yeah, it's a YouTube video. I will put it into the chat. So yeah, so if you want to look at it again, it's an explanation what my viral marketing is. Yeah, so I think it's a good film to understand what that means, viral marketing. So yeah, I would like to to show you this film. It's about 8 minutes, a little bit more than 8 minutes. I hope it will work. So it's in English. Yeah, it's. I think the explanation is good. It's a little bit of discussion between people, and they speak about their about experiences. Yeah. So yeah, let's start with that, and yeah, enjoy. Can you see it, the video? Does it work?
A successful viral campaign is really the holy grail.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the power of word of mouth, leveraged by the speed and reach of the internet. Sites like YouTube, Contraband, or Vimeo, or any other video online platform are fantastic viral marketing in the sense that they provide you with an established audience. People go there in their droves daily to seek out content.
It seems like the things that have a tendency to go viral have one of several, or sometimes more than one of several things going for them. One, they can be fun, or funny is an attribute. Outrageousness is an attribute. Something that's remarkable is another attribute. Something that has a really unique take as a piece of information, or a very controversial take on something can also go viral. Those are the sorts of attributes that seem to work.
Just be brave and give freedom to creatives, because people are sick and tired of advertising in general, and what grabs the consumers, the general public's attention is creative, which is in some way breakthrough, in some way new, in some way inspires their thought.
One example, there's a phenomenon, a dance, at least it's gone crazy in this country. That's the Soulja Boy dance, or, Crank That is the name of the single. And this was, a song and a dance created by an African-American teenager in Memphis, Tennessee, put this video on YouTube and basically showed people how to do this new dance. And it just spread like wildfire. He had no label, no major deal. He was just a teen, you know, in the South, in the deep South. And his song became the #1 hit, the #1 single of the summer.
And you really cannot predict what becomes viral and what not. But there are many, many ways to do it. You can be completely crazy about it, so people just share it because they think it's a crazy, crazy idea, or something culturally controversial. You can use sex, religion, any taboo topics that will still fit your brand.
A lot of the
perfect.
viral marketing
Thanks.
agencies that try to help use gimmicks to make things go viral. They try contests. They try games. They try things that don't have anything to do with the product that they're trying to sell. If I were to put a little viral marketing campaign on my website that said free iPod, click here, guess what? I'd get a lot of clicks. But how many of those people would really want to do business with me? Not very many of them. And so the idea of doing gimmicks that don't have anything to do with your product is not a good approach.
But why are businesses and marketeers getting so excited about viral marketing? In a nutshell, it's because you can reach huge, huge audience figures very, very quickly for a fraction of the cost of traditional TV advertising. To give you some kind of indication, for example, we just did a campaign for a recent client, and that reached 2 million people. Now, when you look at the cost of the production, the speeding, the strategy, that works out at less than 2p per person or 4 cents per person.
I released an ebook called The New Rules of Marketing and PR last year. This ebook is free on my site, it's free on my blog, anybody can grab it. And I thought that ebook might get a couple of thousand downloads over the course of its life. On the third day that it was out, Seth Godin, the most popular marketing blogger in the world, linked to it. He said, this is a great ebook, you guys should check it out. That day, 10,000 people looked at it. The next day, Steve Rubell, the most popular PR blogger in the world, linked to it. And he said, and I quote, direct-to-consumer press releases suck. So now I've got the most popular marketing blogger in the world saying my stuff is cool. I got the most popular PR blogger in the world saying my stuff literally sucks. And this is the best thing in the world for viral. You got one guy over here saying it's great, and all their followers saying, yeah, this is great. Got one guy over here saying it sucks, and everyone on this side saying, yeah, this sucks. And in the middle of it is my stuff, this ebook I wrote, this piece of content that I want people to read. Within 3 weeks, 50,000 people have downloaded the ebook.
The rewards are much bigger than one might think. A good creative campaign can take on its own life and really go viral on the internet, and you can get hundreds of thousands of views unpaid just because you were brave enough to go with something that creatives believed in.
A lot of people ask me, what is the right kind of material for a viral marketing campaign, a successful campaign? There's no short answer to that. However, the most important thing to do is to ask yourself, what is the social credibility for my target market? Okay, what is going to make them forward this material on? Does it make them look funnier? Does it make them look clever? Does it make them look risky? What's in it for them? And if you can get the right kind of creative that interests your target market and gives them social credibility, that's the right material.
This blender company, the guy who's in the product marketing team at Blendtec walked into the R&D lab one day, and he found sawdust on the R&D lab floor. And he's like, what's going on? What's with this sawdust on the floor? And he turns around and he sees that they're running pieces of wood, 2x4s, and they're creating all this sawdust. He's like, that's cool. I'm going to record it on a video camera, which they did. They put it on YouTube. It became a hit. Since then, they've done 50 different videos where they've blended things. My personal favorite is Will It Blend iPhone. They actually blended an iPhone. They blended golf balls. They blended glow sticks. They've blended all kinds of different interesting things. These videos have been seen a remarkable total of 50 million times, and according to Blendtec, has sold 4 times the number of blenders to the consumer market that they had sold before these videos came out. Now, here's the interesting thing. These are done with a video camera and a free YouTube account. It costs them virtually nothing to do this. To buy the kind of exposure that Blendtec was able to get, or to buy this sort of exposure without getting an ebook, would cost millions and millions and millions of dollars if you went through the traditional ways of trying to buy your way in the regular way.
Find a really good ambient or viral agency. This can be a big international agency or a small hot shop. It doesn't really matter, and you can try several of them. And give them a long-term project. Tell them about your brand. Tell them what you want to achieve, and tell them you have 8 months or 6 months to come up and produce something. And you don't have to like rush it. Just go back, brainstorm, come up with something which goes viral. And if you are successful, in 6 months you will have amazing brand awareness for your brand. It will skyrocket, really. And you have to be brave to accept what the creatives will come up. And you have to be prepared that your brand will be exposed to an international market potentially.
To get more tips from the experts, click the link now.
Yeah, you see, there was the video that we saw together last week. Yeah, so with the blender, and so it was a successful campaign. Yeah. Yeah, but you have to see that there is a change. Yeah, so a few years ago it was typically for a campaign that the product has been in the foreground. Yeah, so it was in the front, presented directly presented, and with the internet. You can say that the people prefer content. They prefer useful information, yeah, and they prefer entertainment. So the kind of advertising today is to combine advertising with useful content. And yeah, so some companies are very successful with that, and yeah, and others are not. Yeah, I have something to show you again. I want to hope I will find it directly. Once again, I go back. So. Super Bowl commercials. Yeah. Yeah. So what we can do is you get an impression how marketing is working in the US. Yeah, so every year there is an end game. Yeah, it's football and American football, and this the final is called the Super Bowl. Yeah, and it's sent in television. Yeah, you can see it overall in America, and between between the game or during the game, there are commercials. Yeah, and yeah, the problem is that it's very, very expensive. The time the money you have to pay for the time during this game is the most expensive. Yeah, so it is said that you pay around $30 million for 1 minute of advertising. Yeah. So I would like to give you an impression what we have here. So I will share that with you first here. And so these are the 10.
Du schreibst Leute in Internet an und die antworten dir nicht. Du startest Leute in deinem Business.
Okay. So yeah, so this is all advertising. Do you know what the Super Bowl is? Did you ever heard about that? Because it's something American, yeah. And yeah, so I don't know if it's also shown in Chinese television, but it's something that comes every year, yeah. And then there's a pause of 15 or 20 minutes between the two parts of this game, and there's a 15 minutes break, and during that there's also music, yeah. So Beyoncé is there, and so it's a really big show every year, yeah. So and that's why the people are sitting in front of the television and they look this game. But it's not only the game that that is interesting. It's also the advertising, and many companies do it like that. They make a special film clip or advertising only for that, yeah, only for this that will be shown during this game, yeah. So look, that has been shown in 2000. Was the last one? I think 2019 then, yeah. So let's. Don't know. Is it working? Yes or no? Yeah.
I got room. Hop in. Okay. Save yourselves. So this is Adam. Critter's got an ugly mouth.
That's not its mouth.
I just had this washed. You guys go. I can't fit.
Get in, Brian.
Thanks, Mom.
Hey.
Howdy. Again.
Go wherever they need you. We all need Highlander. Toyota. Let's go places. Little Caesar's Street. That's the best thing since sliced bread.
We got a problem. There's a new best thing. New ideas. Go. Travel size bread. Sparkly green. Run the numbers. And the numbers. What am I guessing? Bread is toast. This is not happening. Little Caesar's delivery. Best thing since sliced bread. I know. America's best value now delivered. Pizza. What's that?
Reese's Take 5 bar. Chocolate, peanuts, caramel, peanut butter, pretzels.
Never heard of it.
Where have you been? Under a rock?
New to me.
What were you, born yesterday? Raised by wolves?
That's it, Trish. Yeah, Trish.
You from another planet?
Trish, none of us have heard of Take 5. Don't look stupid now.
Reese's Take 5, the best bar you've never heard of.
That's it. We're witnessing history. Water on Mars.
This changes everything.
That was the Mars water.
Oh. That's it, Mark's water.
Water seconds, SodaStream.
What does home mean to me? It's my sanctuary. It's the one place I can let my guard down. It's where I can just kick back and be totally comfortable in my own skin. You know what I'm saying? Rocket Mortgage understands that home is where I can be myself. That feels pretty darn good. Oh.
Home is where you feel the most comfortable, and Rocket Mortgage helps you feel comfortable financing that home with a personalized and convenient experience centered around you. Rocket Mortgage. Push button, get mortgage.
You got this.
Take it.
Okay, all right. Good job.
Hey, Mama, what's up?
Did you switch my service from Verizon to T-Mobile? Yep.
T-Mobile has the only nationwide 5G.
Well, Mr. Know-It-All, let's see if you're right about that.
Mama. Hey, Mama, I'm working.
It works at the pie shop.
T-Mobile's 5G works inside and out. Hey, what you need, Mama? I'm trying to watch the game with my boys.
It works in the bar.
Okay.
It works at the aquarium. Parking garage. At the beach. In the elevator. It works in the movie theater, too. Oh, shush yourself. Talking my baby.
You're driving me crazy.
I was just calling you to say thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Yes, Mama.
It works in the kitchen. Tell Mama.
Mama?
5G, it works in the club.
Who are you on a club with?
Tell Mama.
Quickly, get the big blue bat.
Big blue bat.
Whoa! Is this the future? This is the present future, Phil. Here's your order, Bills. Excellent!
Here are your groceries.
That's all coffee, right? Whoa!
Where are they?
Yes, I'm true. I'm quite lost.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Wishing I was watching the game, having a bud. What's up with you?
Like you, wishing I was watching the game, having a bud.
True. True.
What's up? Yo, where's the unit?
It's a smart world. Don't be stupid about how you get around tonight. Use Uber promo code WHATSUP to help get home after the game. Must be legal drinking age. That was close.
True. True.
So you got Bud Light back there. I don't need a seltzer. Hey, Bud Light made a seltzer?
I wonder what it tastes like.
Only one way to find out. What are the taste buds saying?
It's great. No Bud Light, just hard seltzer with a hint of fruit flavor.
Light and refreshing. It says light and refreshing. Let's get that said. Wait. Post Malone doesn't drink seltzer. We drink Bud Light. Everybody knows that. Why not try something new? Seltzer. Seltzer, Bud Light.
Season 1 was much better than season 2.
Oh, guys, we're incredibly rich. Let's get both.
I'll get both.
And Bud Light Seltzer. Unquestionably good.
Corona. Vor allem für Selbstständige und Unternehmer ist es gerade eine ganz, ganz schwierige Zeit, weil wir haben alle Sorgen, wir haben Zukunftsängste, wir wissen nicht, wo kommen die.
This is an advertising. We'll continue directly.
Modus. Viel klüger wäre es, wenn wir jetzt.
Google, show me photos of me and Loretta. Remember, Loretta hated my mustache. Remember, Loretta loved going to Alaska and scallops. Show me photos from our anniversary. Remember, she always snorted when she laughed. Play our favorite movie. Remember, I'm the luckiest man in the world. Come on, boy.
Are you kidding me? Now I gotta go watch this.
Not now, it's the Super Bowl.
Not now. Well, then when? Ugh.
You know when we should do that? Later.
Oh, later. Well, when is later? Like after the game, or is that too late? During the ads?
Later.
During the Pepsi halftime show? I know. What if I spend my entire life waiting for later? Or what if later never comes?
Charlie, relax. Super Bowl now, laundry later.
It's setting in. Well, this can't be later. This looks like earlier.
It's 14:36.
I need it to be later. What do you? Stay. That's good. That's good. You gotta stay in your shirt too.
We wanted to do that today.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow works.
Coming up next on The Masked Singer.
Time out. Excuse me. I'm sorry. What happened to Super Bowl now, laundry later? Now we're talking turtles and llamas. No, it's fine. I'll do it later. I'm gonna do it later. After the tiger, and after the robot, and after the weird big thing. Emily?
Charlie?
It looks different. Yeah, I got it clean because it's later. Oh, they work.
Good job, dear.
Yes. Yeah, I hope it was a little bit fun for you. So these were all commercials from the Super Bowl, yeah, last year. And so what you have to see here, there's not only the product in the front, it's a story. It's a kind of story that will be told to the people. Yeah, and therefore we call it storytelling. Yeah, it's a story around products. Yeah, and it's entertainment. It's funny. Yeah, it's joking and all these things. Yeah, and you can see some advertising were really expensive. So there's an example with different science fiction films, yeah, where you were able to see Star Wars and Star Trek and other future films, People from Mars, I think that was like that. And so the companies invest really much money in that. And yeah, every year there is a collection of the best advertisings. So if you find the time, you should type in YouTube here the yeah, Super Bowl commercials, yeah, and yeah, you can there find many good commercials, yeah, and so what you can see that there is a change, yeah, the product is not that interesting, it's the story around it, yeah. And this is when we speak about viral marketing, it's yeah, it should entertain you, yeah, and this makes the people interest for this, yeah. And it's not like this that you have to come to the people come to you, yeah. So it's a difference. It's with the internet there's a change that the people or the potential customers, they contact you. It's not the other way, yeah. And what you can do is to influence them, yeah, and you have the technical possibilities, but yeah, so the people want to be entertained. They want to or they want to find something useful, yeah, that gives you that combines advertising with something useful, yeah. And so this is a change we have in the marketing, so in the Western countries, that you should not offer only advertising. What you do, you should. What's the matter? I don't know. It doesn't work here at the moment. Can you see the presentation? Or do you see the only the film? Yes, you can see it. Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot. Okay, so what the idea here is that there has to be an epidemic influence, yeah, similar to former word-to-mouth advertising. It is called epidemic influence. And it's not Corona, yeah? it's the marketing and the ads with that. Yeah, the term viral means that information concerning a product or a service will be published in a very short time, similar to a biological virus, from human to human. Yeah, is something that is influencing you. So passive viral marketing, this is something that's information you get with something other. Yeah, it's not the main point. Yeah, so you get a message, for example, and here the example here is Hotmail. Yeah, Hotmail it's an email supplier. Yeah, email account supplier. Yeah, by adding 2 advertising rows, get your private free email at Hotmail. At the end of every outgoing email, every receiver will be informed about this free of charge service. Additionally, the information shows that this email service is working because the sender is using it. Yeah, so we talked about that last week. Viral marketing means that the publisher himself has to share actively his message. Here there's to be motivation of the publisher to share his message. Moreover, he needs the possibility to share his message, like an operation to share. Yeah? So the answer behind it is that yeah, the publisher has to look where he will share his video or where he will show his message. Yeah, and yeah, passive viral marketing is something that is, yeah, I can say it's an add up, yeah, to an information you get. Yeah, but it's not in the front. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's passive. Yeah. Yeah, we only have 1 minute 50. So what we can do is we make our 5 minutes a break here, and so we will see us then. We have your time is 8:03, so we see us at 8:10. Yeah, 8:10. Back here to